Whether it's the back to wall handstand like this, which focuses on upper body strength and the kick up, or the chest to wall handstand, which focuses more on alignment, wall handstands are an extremely useful tool for learning the handstand. And in this video, I'm going to teach you both methods and everything you need to know about them. Alright, real quick before we get started, there's just two things I want to mention. First thing is, you're going to want to find a wall in your house that's not in a high traffic area. Meaning it should be a wall that if you kick up too hard and put a dent in it or scuff it up with your shoes, that it won't really matter because a lot of people won't see it. That's why I always practice on this wall in my basement. It's in the basement, so no one really sees it besides my wife, me, and my daughter. The second thing I want to mention is, if you find that you're kicking up against the wall and you just can't get it, like you can't get upside down for some reason, don't worry, okay? It took me days, if not a whole week, of kicking up before I actually got upside down. For one, I think I was afraid of being upside down because I had never been upside down before in my life. I had never done a handstand. And second, it's also a matter of strength and flexibility. If you've never been in a fully arms extended kind of position like this and held that position, held your body weight with extended arms, then it's going to be something new to you and it's going to take some time. So if you find it difficult, just stick with it, keep kicking up, keep attempting kicking up until you finally get it. Alright? So with that said, let's get started with the tutorial. Alright, the back to wall handstand is the first variation that we're going to look at. And you're going to want to get in a pike position in front of the wall that you're going to be using. While you're in this pike position, you're going to want to place your hands on the floor in front of the wall about 6 to 8 inches in front of it. Next, you want to elevate your scapula. Now, what I'm doing right there is the opposite of elevation. That is elevation, and the way you do that is you press hard into the floor using your serratus anterior, the muscle beneath your armpits. Next, you want to reach one leg straight backwards, keeping the other leg with the foot planted on the floor. Use whichever leg feels natural to you to reach backwards. Next, with the foot on the floor, hop up gradually till you find the right amount of power to get fully inverted. That step, the hop up into the inversion, is what took me days of practice. Once you're fully upside down, continue pressing hard into the floor using your serratus anterior and lats. You also want to contract your abdominals and glutes and squeeze your thighs and calves. Those three things, pressing hard into the floor, tight core, and tight thighs and calves, those three things are going to really help you hold a handstand, trust me. And when you're ready, just drop back down to your feet. Alright, now for chest to wall handstand. Start this one off facing away from the wall, place your hands flat on the floor, and then walk your feet up the wall. Now you're going to want to press hard into the ground and walk your hands closer to the wall until your chest is touching the wall. And as you did with the back to wall handstand, you want to press hard into the ground with your serratus anterior, contract your abs and glutes, and squeeze the thighs and calves. That'll help with the alignment. And that's actually the main focus of this chest to wall handstand, is alignment. One other thing worth mentioning, when you do the chest to wall handstand, you can't just drop out of it like with the back to wall handstand, so make sure you save some gas in the tank so you can climb back down. It's just a quick couple steps and slide the feet down to the floor. Alright, now how about some tips to help you get the most out of your wall handstands? First, I want you to concentrate on pike push-ups. Get into a pike position, get on your tippy toes, lower down, and press back up. Now, what I want you to really notice here is when I press up, I'm elevating my scapula. Notice that my shoulders are close to my ears. I'm pressing hard into the floor with my serratus at the top of the movement. That is what really helps with the wall handstands. Alright, now for the hollow body hold. I covered this in my handstand warm-up video, but I'll show you again. Basically, lay on the floor with your arms overhead, and then you want to contract the abs while you lift the shoulder blades off the ground along with your feet and legs. Hold this position as long as you can. This will really fire up your core and get you ready for holding a handstand, whether freestanding or against the wall. Alright, this one's kind of hard to see and I'm not the best at it, but I'll show you anyways. I call it serratus presses. What you want to do, if you look really closely, there's a subtle movement where I'm pressing into the floor and I'm basically just sort of rising up and down very subtly. That is a press with my serratus anterior. Notice that my arms become fully extended and then slightly bent. That's me working my serratus. Alright, here's another tough one that I should do more often. It's called shoulder openers. Get into a back to wall handstand and then bring your head forward like you're trying to touch your chin to your chest and squeeze that. It's a stretch for your shoulders. It'll help with the shoulder flexibility for handstands. And last but not least, my favorite tip, tip number 5, wall walk-ups. Get into a chest to wall handstand and then once you hold it for a split second, walk out of it. And basically you're going down to a declined plank against the wall and then you just go right back up into a chest to wall handstand. And you repeat that. And you'll find out very quickly that this is a challenging exercise that builds pretty much total upper body strength, especially in the parascapular muscles. And it's also great for the core and teaches you how to hold a neutral pelvis while you do handstands. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching, and if you're serious about learning the handstand, you should really check out my channel. It's called Minus the Gym. Link is right down there somewhere. And if you click on that link and you go to my channel page, you're going to find playlists, and there'll be a playlist about handstands. Highly encourage you to check that out. By the time I'm done with this playlist, I'm probably going to have over an hour of videos that you can watch and learn everything you need to know about how to do a handstand. Also, if you're interested in learning how to use bodyweight fitness to work out at home as efficiently as possible and how to eat a wholesome, nutritious diet, definitely subscribe to my channel. I have a whole lot of content ideas I'm going to be using and producing a lot of videos in the coming months. Alright, well, good luck with the wall handstands, and I'll talk to you later.